Welcome to the Gospel Road. Week of Thanksgiving, just a few days away, so I hope everyone has great plans, has a great Thanksgiving. We're going to look at 1 John 4. It says, "Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God. For many false prophets have gone out into the world. By this you know the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh is from God, and every spirit that does not confess Jesus is not from God. This is the spirit of the Antichrist, which you heard was coming and now is in the world already. Little children, you are from God and have overcome them. For he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. They are from the world, therefore they speak from the world, and the world listens to them. We are from God. Whoever knows God listens to us. Whoever is not from God does not listen to us. By this we know the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God, and whoever loves has been born of God and knows God. Anyone who does not love does not know God, because God is love. In this, the love of God was made manifest among us, that God sent his only Son into the world so that we might live through him. And this is love. Now that we have loved God, but he loved us and sent his Son to be the propitiation for our sins. Beloved, if God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. No one has ever seen God. If we love one another, God abides in us, and his love is perfect in us. By this we know that we abide in him and he in us, because he has given us his Spirit. And we have seen and testify that the Father has sent his Son to be the Savior of the world. Whoever confesses that Jesus is the Son of God, God abides in him and he is God. And he in God. So we have come to know and to believe the love that God has for us. God is love. And whoever abides in love abides in God, and God abides in him. By this is love perfected with us, so that we may have confidence for the day of judgment, because also as he is, so also are we in this world. There's no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. For fear has to do with punishment, and whoever fears has not been perfected in love. We love because he loved us. If anyone says, "I love you," and hates his brother, he is a liar. For he who does not love his brother whom he has seen cannot love God whom he has not seen. And this commandment we have from him: whoever loves God must also love his brother. 1 John 4. Lots of pieces in here. Starting out about, testing the spirits, what's right. And that's something we can really turn into what we deal with every day. When you're learning something new, or when you know something and then you have someone coming in to tell you a different way to do things. Again, it's testing that, verifying, confirming. We got to make sure that the information that is being given to us, it's the data, it's the logistics. Is that information coming through true, and the information being given correct with how we need to be doing something as we are learning? And it's the same thing when we're dealing with that every day at work, at home, in the world. We see things on TV. Everything we see, is it true? No. And sometimes, and I know I've said this before, when we watch the news or try to follow what's going on in the world, there is partial truths in every story. But sometimes you have to piece together stories to maybe find the whole truth. You got to do a little bit of research on your own. We're not able to be just spoon-fed and believe whatever is just put out in front of us. Yeah, that's, you could say, the conspiracy theorist in me. But unfortunately, it's also true, because we're not always given everything, because when it comes to the news, you're given the headlines. Here's what's going to grab your attention to watch us, to get the ratings, so we can sell advertising. Here is the information that we're going to write in the paper, because you're going to read it with what we're giving you, so we can have more circulations, which means we can have more advertising. We can have more hits on our website, because people are looking to reading the stories that we are sharing, so we can sell more ad space on our website. Interesting, isn't it, when you really think about how the world can be manipulated? And this is by no means new. It's been happening like this for years, centuries. Manipulation, people manipulating others with ideas, with thoughts, with words. We have to be careful. We have to guard ourselves. But at the same time, in that guarding, not getting hateful, not losing our love for one another, our caring for one another, because that can happen, because we can get so fed up. At work, you can get so fed up, you just say, I'm done, my hands are out. And it's insane. Because that just hits me, because that's kind of where I am. I'll be honest, that's exactly where I am, that I just want to throw my hands in the air and say, I'm done, I'm out. I give up, because you have all the answers and nobody else has any answers, and you just want to be in control. See, that's the other part when it comes to manipulation. It's the control someone wants to have over someone else. The control someone wants to have in a company. No one else has any great ideas. They have all the ideas because they own the company. Do they have the right ideas all the time? Usually no. In fact, that's why you hire people that know what they're doing, and you let them do the job. But then somebody gets upset. Somebody gets offended. Somebody gets hurt. And they go whining and crying. And all the good work that you could have done, that you were doing, then gets brought back. It gets taken down. So now you're right back to where you started. It is a vicious cycle that we have to deal with every day. Love to say that life is grand and easy and simple, and no, it is not easy. It is not grand. It is not simple by any means. It's frustrating. But through all this, we need to not lose that caring, not lose that love for one another, not lose that drive to help people be better, to be the best that they can be in the position that they're in. Unfortunately, there's some people that you're not able to do that because they're in their own position, and within that position that they are in, they just want control. That's all their position is. To look good, to be on that pedestal. Look who I am and look what I have. That's not good either. It's very egotistical. But we do live in a world of ego, pride. Something we do need to be careful about. I know for me, this year has just been a mess. The last few weeks have been very frustrating for me. It's hard. Absolutely hard. And you have to sit there and protect yourself. And sometimes you wonder how you can do that. Because that's not always easy either. Or in that protection, you end up closing yourself off. Well, that's not good either. So what do you do? Wish I had that answer. All I can really say is you pray for them, pray for me, to give me the strength. You know, the Bible tells us that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Which then goes into a couple other things that we've heard over years of how how they say that God will not give us more than we can handle. He will not, he will not tempt us. And that's not 100% true, because see, God wants us to know that we need him and we need to lean on him. So the whole statement of God will not give us more than we can handle, true to an extent, because it was talking about temptation. God is not going to allow us to be tempted with nothing more that we're not able to handle, because with that temptation to do wrong, to be bad, there's always going to be an out. Number one, it's the choice, it's the decision that we make. But there's an out. We just got to make that choice. It's nothing more than, maybe we've been able to say no before. We're able to say no now. So, no, we will not be tempted with more than we can handle. But in the world we live in, because I know I'm going through this right now, God will give us more than we can handle, because he wants us to be reminded we need him. We need to believe in him. We need to trust in him, and we need to lean on him. Is it easy? Absolutely not. Do I fail? Absolutely every day. But I do my best. I try. And I pretty much cry to God every night, because I just, look what I did. What do I do now? What's the next step? How do I deal with this? How do I keep pushing on? How do I keep moving forward? How do I not give up? And that's where his strength comes in. That's where he abides in me and helps me through. Do I sometimes always see it as helping me through? No, because I'm a person, human, and there's a little pride in me. There's a little pride in all of us. We want things to be good, to look good, because I want to look good. And I'm not talking about looking good because of the prestige and what I have. We all have reputations that we have created. So people are expecting us to be a certain way, to have a certain excellence in what we do. Remember, if you ever listen to Rush Limbaugh, his EIB network, Excellence in Broadcasting. His gold-plated microphone. There is an excellence that we need to strive for every day in what we do. To be the best salesperson where we work, to be the best producer if you're, selling insurance, whatever it is that you are doing to help people be the best that they can do. If you're in media, writing that best story, having that best show, the best of your ability, and wanting to grow and do more and be better and to really excel. So people are wanting to listen. They're wanting to have a conversation with you. They look to you because you seem to be the expert, to know what's happening. And there's a lot of experts out there that are leading people in very odd areas that are not 100% true. Again, manipulation. Give you a little bit of the truth, but then I'm going to turn it this way. That's why you have to be careful. You have to be cautious and really pick things through to really get that whole story and bring it all together. Trust and verify. Confirm. Is the information true? Is it concise? Is it all the information that you should be given? Is it logical or is it emotional? Sometimes people are giving information upon emotion, so it's the information on how they feel, not the actual data that was given on that, which you should be looking at the data, not the emotion, not the feeling. Because the feelings can lead you in many ways. where true data can only bring out the truth that was found. We're not talking statistics that can be turned into any way that they want it to answer their question, to come up with their truth that they want you to believe. Yes, statistics can be manipulated. But doing it for years in radio, because when you go to sell ads, you want to have the highest ratings. Well, here you find out where you have those high ratings, because that's your sweet spot of the people that listen to your station, that watch your station. And then that is who you can say, this is what you're getting with your advertising. This is who you're talking to. Test the spirit, test the information. Love one another. Really encourage and support each other to be the best that we can be. And have conversations, not arguments. And will you always be able to convince? It's not always convincing. That's the problem we get into, is it's that debate, and you need to be convinced what I'm telling you. No, it's the seed that you plant. And then that seed goes from there. See, we're all still individuals, and we have to make the decision on where we want to go, what we want to believe, and how we want to believe it. That's on us. It's on you, me, everybody. 1 John 4, that's what we looked at today. How can this help you be better today? How can this help you be better in your job, your life, personally and professionally, being the best that we can be? Because that is what it is. It's always striving for that excellence. Are you still striving for that excellence? Some days I am. Some days I kind of give up and say the excellence is gone. Because again, you're getting a lot of pushback from those around you, and it makes it hard. Because sometimes it is the atmosphere, the surroundings that you're in, that will hold you back from excellence. You'll never be able to achieve excellence, which is out of our control. Now, you have to decide, can you continually put yourself in that position, or do you need to step away from that position? Because it's going to drive you absolutely crazy, because you're trying to grow and be better. But all they're doing is holding you back. You're not allowing to be better. You're not able to really flex that muscle, your creative muscle, your knowledge muscle, because they're things that you know, and they don't want to hear them. That's not what they want to hear. I did something bad. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that I did it bad. I have the answers. I know what I'm doing. I don't want you to tell me anything different. Well, that's not the way it works. If you're wanting to really grow and be the best that you can be, if you're wanting to strive for excellence, you have to grow. You have to do better. You have to continually learn something new every day. Fun fact, a word, whatever that can be. I get the comments every week of how people look at my dad jokes that I post on social media, or the little fun facts that I end up posting, or the quotes, or the word of the day that I share. Which feels good when people see that and make the comments about it. What is it that you do that you're trying to really help people grow, and you're getting the feedback that they're really enjoying what you're doing, and they're very happy with it. And they're encouraging you to continue to do it because they want to keep seeing that. 1 John 4. Read that. How does it help you? How does it help you help others? To be excellent. Strive for excellence. I'll never be excellent. It can't be. No one's perfect. But we can strive. We can try. We can do our best to be the best that we can be. Right? Hey, if you enjoyed this, thank you so much for listening. You can share it on social media. Also, give me a rating on the platform that you're listening. That's always appreciative, too. You can find me on social media. I'm everywhere. I'm terrible at hiding. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. My Buddy Jimmy. Also, mybuddyjimmy.com. All right. Thank you so much for listening to the Gospel Road. In fact, have a great Thanksgiving, because we won't have another one of these shared until after that, as we're getting into the holiday season, the time of being thankful, the time of being grateful. Are you grateful today? Or have you even given up on that because of a situation that you're in or that you're dealing with? Love each other. Help each other. Help each other be the best that they can be. To help you be the best that you can be. We have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas, the New Year's. Yeah, this year is just flying by. As we get older, it just kind of goes by quicker and quicker, doesn't it? 1 John 4. Read that today. Thank you for listening to the Gospel Road. Have a great day. God bless.
Spinal adjustments provided by Dr. Chad Rolfson. The Spinal Tuning Chiropractic Center is a Des Moines area low flat fee per month unlimited chiropractic care practice. When life happens, just adjust. Schedule today at spinaltuning.com.
If you're looking for help with software, app, web development, be sure to check out my friends at ingenuitycompany.com. They believe in their clients. Software development, app development, web development, visioning, design thinking, diagramming, organizational development, strategy. They can help you at the Ingenuity Company. Find out more at ingenuitycompany.com. Barbecue provided by Kenny's Rib Wagon, catering ribs for your pleasure and serving daily at Plaza Pub, 62nd and Douglas in Des Moines, across from Merle Hay Mall. Find Kenny's Rib Wagon on Facebook.
The Jimmy Olsen Radio Network.